Hey Gemini, I have to start your reading because I started doing a lot of talking just by myself. I was like processing something in my mind that was like in regards to something healing, and I was like, wow, I should really start the reading now so we can do this together. Wow. I'm using Horror Tarot today because I just feel like I've been going through it. Let's go through it and explain a few things. So, one of my favorite artists so far that I found, Todd Alcott, using that deck today. I was using Pulp Tarot last time for y'all. We have a few Oracle decks as well to get overall energies and what your zodiac signs that show up in the message, what they want to say to you as well, okay? Ace of Cups is just flown out on the table. That's signifying this, but the deck got the Three of Wands. Ooh, lots to look forward to. Now, the downside with that is, I used to always think this where it's like, now the card's not going to show up in the reading, but it's like, actually, it already is. The Ace of Cups doesn't just show up. This is an overpouring. There's so much expansion within yourself that you're like, ew, I just can't help it. I love it. And I feel like that it's not an attachment, new relationship, new love. This is like a very healthy situation. So we'll see what's going on here in the cards today. Strength in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Yes. This looks like big healing in regards to, whoa, cards on the ground. It looks like big healing. Because you're progressing in an area you feel like you've been really working on and putting behind you, just putting in the past. The Two of Cups in reverse. Damn. So this message is for February 12th to the 19th, if I hadn't messaged already, or messaged. If I haven't mentioned already. But the progression that you're going through, this is all stuff that's on your mind, okay? The progression that you're going through has a lot more to do with what you want to do and what you're doing versus anything that's outside of you. Suit of Wands, Ten of Wands, it's in reverse. Yeah, I love that. This is releasing a burden, letting it go, letting it fall where it may. Not hanging on to it anymore, and I really like this energy. There's an acceptance of your reality, of what you're currently experiencing as well. And that could be a lot of different things. But for me, and what the universe is telling me to say, it's making me nervous. Bite my lip. Goodness. Lip chip? It's too far away. So, gonna gather the rest of the cards here. The Lovers in reverse. Whoa, double whammy. We did see the Ace of Cups. That is a new relationship beginning with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. That tells me that something's over, done, ending. And that makes me look nervous, like y'all turned off the video. I'm really not worried. Here for me. And that's another thing I'm thinking of right now, where it's like being on Earth. Here for me. Like experiencing it, living it, loving it, like constantly through, like many times in a day. Being brought back to my early 20s. And I'm like, we're just reflected on my early 20s. Obviously, I'm not. But definitely I love it if I could look it. Obviously, I don't look it. I got these. You can't quite see it here yet. That's okay. Well, if I start moisturizing. Ooh, almost got my eye. Five of Wands is in reverse, letting it all go. Like, just good vibes around, like, Any red flag, not your problem. Why would they test you with it? Oh, it's so weird to think about. Like, someone was like, oh my gosh, that halftime show was like the worst. Like, what did they say? They said something about like, it was the biggest half an hour waste of their life. I wish I could get that back. And I was like, we don't have common interests. Sorry, we can't date. I actually thought it was good. I was like, yeah! Oh my gosh, so fantastic. The sun! Beaming! Yeah! But the thing is, at the same time, I kind of get a vibe with the strength in reverse, 10 of wands in reverse, and the sun. Oh, there's still bitterness. There's still bitterness. There's still the walls up here. Okay. You're progressing. You're working on that. Okay, let me be. That's kind of how I see it. Lovers in reverse, 2 of cups in reverse. You're happy that this is actually, well, I could see that there could be happy that this is over. If I was to put myself in your shoes, because I have Gemini in my Venus for my solar return this year, we happy it's over, but we're ultimately just giving up. 10 of wands in reverse, 5 of wands in reverse. It's like, well, I'm not gonna hang on to it anymore. I'm not necessarily gonna deal with this anymore. Like, I tried. But the I tried is in brackets. And she stayed. So we're done putting ourselves through that. Suit of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Ooh, look at this. Big money, doing your thing. I see 7 of Pentacles. Yas. Ooh, I was just looking at buying a bookshelf previous to your message. I took a lot of time before starting this message. I went to the gym, I relaxed, I chilled, I ate, I made pasta, I had food, I cooked a whole bunch of stuff. I weighed myself and I was like, I should eat something. It's terrible. I'm really trying to gain weight. It's been the most difficult process ever. I'll turn this cheek so you can slap me. That one too. You know, I worked for it and it's crazy. My chef keeps saying I should just go work out and then my metabolism will increase. So I just gotta try that. Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, interesting. I feel like we're putting a lot of weight on ourselves. Don't put a lot of bad weight on ourselves. Like, pasta's good, but like, I think of it more along the lines of like, I don't think about it gaining weight. Like, I don't want to gain weight fast, because it's actually, it's way worse for the arteries. I'm kind of thinking about those things versus how it looks. Thinking about what you don't see. Well, it says on the sun card here, nothing burns hotter. So this connection was pretty hot in the past, but I do see that there's this... It ain't too hot now. And I was thinking about that previous year message too. There was this like thought pattern was like, oh, but I could do it when I had someone in my life. It was easy to do it when I always think about when I was studying and stuff. I was like, oh, it was so simple to study when I was in a relationship, or just to be diving into my interest when I'm in a relationship. It was so weird. So I feel like there could be some codependency within this with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Not unable to be independent at this time, but the 5 of Wands in reverse, it feels like there is a thought of revenge, or a thought of getting back at someone, or a thought of like, oh, I'm gonna level myself up so they can see what they regret. And it's kind of like this energy of like, you might just feel like, it's actually not worth my time. But you, okay, I'm getting really good energy with this right now, because the Suit of Pentacles, King of Pentacles is telling me that you ended up on top no matter what. You got everything that you wanted. What is the challenge, though, for Gemini? The Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, being in your value. And that's why I'm kind of saying that I seen something the other day, and it was like, only pick-me-shows want revenge. And I was like thinking about it. I'm like, actually, that does make sense. Thinking about my pick-me-show stage. Yeah. I wanted revenge back then. Sometimes I did it. Most times I didn't. It wasn't worth it. But that's like, pick-me-show's not in value. Like, we don't see ourselves in high regard at that point. We're seeing our value from what we get from another person at that point. So, what are we going to do now? You're going to change your life. Ooh. Shopping. Ah. And I love this because why? This is you placing value on yourself. Previous to your message as well, I was watching this video, and the lady had a pink Versace robe, and I was thinking, I'm like, I wonder how much that cost. That's a cool self-care item. $1,000 for this robe or something, maybe more. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know. Like, what if I would have, right? I should put idea. It might be more. I'm just gonna say, like, I'm gonna put my limit at $1,000 for this bathrobe. That's Versace. It's pink, right? I was like, ooh. And so I was like thinking about it, like, yeah, like that could be worth the investment if I'm going to actually do my self-care. 1 and 10. Bathrobe ever. So I was like, well, I'll look at a bookcase instead and see if I can figure out something over there to be pink. So I didn't quite go for the Versace pink robe, but it is something still to invest in self. Something to invest in self, to bring value back to yourself. So it's kind of like, we already know that life is priceless, invaluable, a miracle. Woo! But why do we have to put tattoos and look great and do all these things to bring value to ourselves? Because it makes us feel great. It's a reminder for us. We ain't so basic anymore, kind of thing. It's like an interesting thing of like individualism. So the investing in self is almost like an expression, but it's almost like the healthiness of the inside portraying outwards and shining like the sun, so that the past that you experienced isn't actually present in your life anymore. Overall energy of this message for my lovely Gemini. I was just hearing Libra. The star energy. This is healing. Now, I just did Sagittarius energy or message, and that card was the overall energy as well. Now, this card says she came to Earth driven by an insatiable desire to continue the cycle of fertility. Cycle of fertility. Giving life, being life. If you got no life within yourself first, how can you ever dare think that you could create life too? Bring that joy and the life within you. It's like a plant growing again. I'm just seeing that rejuvenation card from the energy oracle or something. Okay, so we're gonna get the overall energy from the moonlight. Well, we do have on the 12th the full moon in Leo as well. You could also be thinking of Leo energy. Leo energy, double Leo energy here. It's all in the past. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, masculine, feminine energy. The feminines make it a really big challenge for the masculine and all as well. Congratulations, girl. That's a good thing. They gotta earn it. That's all I'm gonna say. Gotta earn it. You're not going to put up a fight in this connection or relationship. If you end up doing that, you know that this person's not for you immediately. Now, it's not in the fact that this person might think that. No, it's about how this person makes you react or triggered or overwhelmed or flustered, whatever it is. At that point, call it off. That's where you have to make sure you always got yourself good. So investing in yourself and taking care of yourself and relying on yourself, that means you have to love your life. We can't love what's in our love life if we ain't got a life that we love yet. I'm gonna take a breather for our overall energy. So yeah, this could be about taking a time, like taking a step back, deleting all the apps, doing some activities That was the theme for the day as well. For the week, I guess. Some rich activities. Just like go enjoy some stuff. Like, and it's not, oh, hug. It's not like, it could be like art gallery, a museum, a skill you want to add to your roster. Like, how do you say, like, I want to try kayaking. It might be something else different for you. Snorkeling. Well, you know, that would be great. I don't know if they do that here where I live. They do kayaking at like the local pool or something. So that's cool. Or paddle boarding or surfing. I would like to try that. Surfing would be cool. Travel, but I would probably just do road trips because I ain't getting on a plane. I've been feeling this energy for a little while. I have to take a look at the astrology for when I can go on a plane. But that's me, not any of y'all. Okay, so what do some of the zodiac signs want to say to you? We have fire signs, earth signs, and we have one air sign. Two air sign. I'm very yawning right now. I'm filming this a little bit later than normal. I'm trying to do something differently here. I'm trying to get them done. So we'll see. So we got Gemini, Aquarius energy here as well, okay? What does Aquarius want to say to my lovely Geminis? Thank you. Gemini, you're here in the center. You're not feeling yourself with the card in reverse. Whoa, Aquarius saying they can't promise you anything. I'm scared of rejection. Oh, they're not going to put themselves out there. They'll hover, they'll orbit, they'll kind of hang around, but they're never going to fully commit because they're not fully sure if they can give you or be the best them for you. It's unfortunate. They have lack of that, lack of belief. So strength in reverse. Tell me more about how Leo feels about Gemini. Sexual desire. You've triggered me. Oh. A soft spot? You know how to? Do you know how to make their? Do you know how to work the candy stick? Do you know how to make the magic stick move or something? Tell me more about how my lovely earth signs, what they want to say to Gemini. No one understands me but you. Oh, you're so communicative and connected with this person. It could be someone like a friend. But I wish it could be a different person. Well, that means that they're growing, they're learning, they're going through realizations. You're really helping them with that. That's good. Top of the deck. How could you ever forgive me for the mess I made? Well, you do have to ultimately accept them for where they're at and meet them where they're at. You don't have to judge them for anything. This person may be triggered and get reactive, thinking things, but just give them space if that happens, ultimately. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. What do they want to say to Gemini? Why can't I move on from you? Because there's something that they're reflecting on or thinking about within you that, how do I say, that they're still trying to figure out what was different about you. And they maybe not have experienced something or someone like you. And the universe keeps highlighting it and bringing it up to the surface for them. Because it's actually a healing experience. You did something good for them. Earth signs. What do Earth signs want to say to Gemini? Thank you. Oh, another Earth sign. Drama. Yeah, so that still is telling me more about this full Earth sign story. That they're still trying to go back and forth and figure something out. Wow. My apologies. I'm the man on the bottom of the deck. This person is actually going through, how do I say, an ego situation within themselves, and it's not about breaking their ego or containing it, but it's It's their own experience. You don't have to necessarily involve yourself in it. Okay. So then what is the outcome of this message? For those who are here, thank you. My lovely Gemini. Outcome of the World card. The end is here. Oh, wow. So this is definitely a cycle completion for you, but you're not going to put up with people like this or this situation like this anymore. You're going to be more aware of cycle. You're going to be more aware of the signs. You're going to be putting yourself first. And I absolutely adore this energy for you, because this is a whole new thing for you, a whole new world for you, and you're focusing on what your world is, and that's all that matters. Because the person that's right for you is going to see you focusing on your world. It's going to love your world and want in instead of out. Okay. So your advice for today, using the well-known Animal Spirit deck, advice for my lovely Gemini, February 12th to the 19th, is the Lamb. Oh, this is a very prophetic time. Pay attention to the signs and signals at this time. You're going to see a lot of different synchronicities, and you're going to have to be really gentle on yourself as well, and really nurturing of yourself. Not that you're not good at that. Just saying that this is the time where you're really going to have to not avoid doing that, to actually follow through. So this would be like, well, go to the gym, go to the hot tub, do those things. Like, my goodness, I went to the gym today and I couldn't even walk after 2 sets of exercise. I was like, oh my gosh, my body is so out of, like not able to. My body almost like seized up. I'm like, I gotta drink more water, I gotta do all this. I was really like, maybe I should go to the hot tub. I didn't wear a suit. Darn. So, new routine, new world, new you. Who says resolutions don't have to start now? Lunar New Year's just passed. Give yourself a couple weeks to warm up. Bam, start now. Future self will thank you. Whatever it might be, okay? This is your message. I love you tons, my lovely, lovely Gemini. I'll see you when I see you next. Thank you for joining me here. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you need your own personal reading, email me, inquire for more.